Hi guys, my name is Ray, and I'm the artist behind Ray of Hope. This is my very first video for editing purposes, and I'm a little new to this, so please bear with me. Today's video is going to be an excerpt for a full set called Pokemon Painting. I'm doing a fan art piece for my husband for our anniversary, and I have drawn some of his favorite Pokemon that you will see me transfer over to a lamp base and shade. So this is going to be really cool. Today I'm going to be working on the base itself, and we're going to go from there. This is a fan art piece only. It is not meant for sale. I do not have the rights to that, so this is not something that I can unfortunately sell. However, please excuse my phone. However, I do take commissions on pretty much anything you can think of that's not copyrighted. And you can reach me through messaging here. You can reach me through the Ray of Hope page on Facebook. You can even follow me on Patreon, also at Ray of Hope. Or you can email me at rayofhope.artwork@gmail.com. Without further ado, here we go. So we're going to start out here with the Pokemon for the base and the Pokemon for the lampshade. I drew these. They are fan art only. They are not meant for sale. This gift for my husband has been overdue. I was going to do it for Christmas, and thankfully we were given a huge blessing in the way of several commissions. So I had to put personal projects on the back burner for a moment, but I am finally ready to start working on this, so I'm hoping to have it finished for our anniversary, which is February 15th. As you can see, I am using a mechanical pencil on a black primer base. It's actually not primer paint. It is Apple Barrel Black from Walmart. It's 50 cents for a small one. It's like $2 and something for a tall bottle. I prefer the liquid paints instead of the cream paints because they are easier to manipulate for me. They also dry quicker, and so it's easy to keep going as you're painting. So with this, the mechanical pencil, as you can see that little bitty area right now that you can see, once the light hits it, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm drawing. The black base is matte finished, so there's no shine to it at all. So when you put a mechanical pencil on it, it pops. It stands out really well. And the reason for the black base instead of like a white base is the black base, when you erase to get your proportions correct, it doesn't leave smudge marks like white does. So you can actually keep your work surface looking neater and cleaner. Now I paint the whole thing, but sometimes you just want to put a drawing over and cover it with Mod Podge or something. You don't want all those smudge marks everywhere on your paint. So if you use a black background, you'll be able to hide some of that better. As you can see, I've got the head done here, and it's looking really good. The body, once it's all down, I mean, it really stands out, and it looks really close to what I put on the initial drawing. I do all of my initial drawings on heavy cardstock and add them to my portfolio. Even the stuff like the Pokemon, I don't have copyrights to sell Pokemon stuff. So this is just fan art. I can't stress that enough. This is fan art. I am not selling this to make money. This is just my first video on YouTube, and I wanted it to be something that meant something to my husband, because my husband has been very supportive of me with this endeavor, and he is trying to make it easy for me to follow my passion. God gave me a talent, and I want to put it to use. Now, I do a lot of religious drawings, religious paintings. They make my heart sing because God has been so good to me and my family. But this one today is not religious. I do religious paintings, I do religious drawings, but I also do non-religious. The only thing that I really struggle with is painting people's faces. Everything I do looks like cartoon, so realism is not my forte. If you're looking for someone to do art for you and want the cartoon feel or the sketch, things like that, then yes, I can help you. But if you're looking for something that's realism, you're looking for portraits, things of that nature, I am definitely not the artist for you. But I do know a couple of people that could be the artist for you. As you can see, I'm almost done here, just doing some little bit of touch up. There we go. So easy to see, as you could tell. Alright, so now I'm doing the background colors, and again, I'm using apple barrel paints. I'm using yellow flame, yellow, and apricot. And once the entire thing is finished, I'll be using Mod Podge Super Gloss to seal everything. So using the matte paints now is not going to hurt the shine later, because the Mod Podge is going to make sure that it's good. So I'm using a little bit at a time, and I'm using a small artist brush. And all I'm doing is cutting in the background right up to the outline. And I'm starting at the top with the lightest, and I'm going to work my way down. You always want to use small, quick strokes. Bring the tip of the brush right up against the line, and then pull straight back. It helps to give you a crisp line, and even if you do go over your line onto your object, it's still easier to see where the definitive line is, so that when you go back to actually paint the object in question, you don't have to worry about having the background not meet up with the item, so you have that black outline around it that you don't want. Just filling in the little opening underneath his arm. Again, I'm kind of new to all of this, so this is the very first video that I've ever made while I've been working. So bear with me. I know it's kind of hard to see things. I'm going to be setting up my art station a little differently. So the next time I start painting, you will see, hopefully, the entire thing while I'm working. Now I'm cutting in the regular yellow and blending it as I go with the light yellow, with the flame yellow, I should say. And again, it's Apple Barrel paints from Walmart. I am not promoting them, I'm just letting you know that that's what I'm using. I find that those are smooth and easy to use, and they clean up very easily. And once you've worked with acrylics long enough, you can figure out different ways to make them have more depth. As you see there, I made a huge mistake. I just wiped it off and I'm looking for one of my rags. I started painting the actual ditto itself on accident, so I had to go back and take that off and redo it. That's no big deal because that'll be covered up when I paint the ditto. But as I was saying, I find it really easy to use these paints. What I am now using is the apricot, and I'm going to blend it in with the regular yellow. And then you will see me get some on the very bottom of that base. That base is going to actually be touched up to be solid black again because I'm going to be painting Pokeballs on there. If I'm not mistaken, my husband's favorite Pokeballs are the luxury balls, I think they're called. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. If you're a Pokemon fan, please let me know in the comments if I'm saying that correctly. So here you can finally see the full outline of the Ditto and Greninja combo. And I'm blending some of the apricot in with the yellow. And as you can see, you can still see the black through it, but this is going to take probably 3 coats to get it all a solid uniform color. So I'm not going to actually videotape that when I get ready to start painting the actual Pokemon. The background will be completely solid. I will be doing those other 2 coats off camera just because you don't want to sit there and watch me paint for an extra hour trying to get all of that right, having to do multiple colors. But see, I really love the apricot and how it picks up that yellow just perfectly. Makes it look kind of like the sun's going down. And I still haven't figured out what I'm going to put on the back of this thing yet. So, if you have any ideas and you're a Pokemon fanatic, please don't hesitate to reach out and give me some suggestions. I am always open to those. Especially when it's a topic I don't really know a whole lot about. Yeah. So I keep going over the same places over and over. And the reason for this is if you don't let it completely dry between coats and you have a heavy hand, it can smudge the paint that is already down and show up the back, the base through the paint. And this is true for light color and dark color both. As you can see, I picked up a smaller brush to go cut in between his finger pads. Now I'm going back over it with a larger brush, as you can see, just to help me spread the paint more. And I'm going to go back to the light color up at the top, but I'm going to drag a little bit of that yellow and even that apricot with it so that it blends just a little bit better all the way up and down. It makes for a better looking ombre in my opinion. Now, I know it might be a little difficult to tell from the video, but what you're looking at is roughly 16 and a half, almost 17 inches from the top of the yellow paint to the bottom of the apricot paint. And as you can see, I've only done one side, and I really need help trying to figure out what I'm going to put on the back side. So, again, if you have any ideas, please do not hesitate to reach out and let me know. And when we come back, I will be doing the Pokemon itself. Thank you for joining me.